and it opens up, and this is the first page I get, and I have a blank document and other various templates that you can choose from to begin your work. We'll begin with a blank template. So this is what you see on Microsoft Office Word. We'll begin with the ribbon, and where my mouse pointer is pointing, this whole place is the ribbon. And the ribbon consists of tabs. You have the design tab, insert tab, page layout tab, and so on. And each tab has commands in there, various commands in there, which helps us achieve what we want to do. And the commands are grouped. You see, we have the clipboard, we have the font group, we have the paragraph group, and we have the styles group, we have the editing group. So all the commands are grouped under each tab. We have the quick access toolbar, which I'm pointing the mouse to. And this place has the commands that we mostly use. And if you want to add some, you can. So I can add this new. So it means when I click here, I'm adding a new Word document. I can add print, preview. The commands you often use, you can add them here. This is what you call the quick access toolbar. The middle here is where your work, you do your work. And as you can see, we have two rulers here, one on top and the one at my left. And what this does, it helps us to control the space where we do our work. So for instance, if I have some text in here, I can manipulate this ruler to actually contain my work. So I want my work to be in this kind of space, or I can decide the space to increase the space of my work area as I'm doing. Depending on what you want to do, you can go to the view tab to either hide the ruler or just make the ruler visible. Beneath our workspace, we have the status bar, which shows us information about the current work that we are doing. We have 123 words typed. We are working on page 1 out of only one page, and the English I'm using here is United Kingdom English. So when you come to the right hand side, you realize that we have the zoom here, and as you zoom in and out, you get the workspace to increase or to decrease according to how you want to use it. The read mode, we have the read mode here, which puts your text in a way to be easy to be read. The print mode is the default mode, which shows you how your document will appear when printed. And the web layout mode is how it will appear on a website. If we get to the backstage, which is the file, here you realize that we have commands here: new, open, save, save as, print, share, and if anyone that you click on it get to do something. So this is an easy place where you can locate most of the relevant command, like saving a file, opening a new one, or opening an existing one. So basically, there's a brief introduction about the workspace of Microsoft Office Word. So let's begin by creating a file. So you go to the backstage view, the file tab, and you click on new. I have a blank document here, and I have other templates. So depending on the kind of work that you are doing, you can select a template here. What a template does is it gives you an already existing way of doing of creating a file. So if you want to start on a blank note, create everything yourself, you just start on a blank note here. It's a blank document. And if you want to use an existing template, let's say I want to write a letter, I want to create, so I use this. It gives me an existing template where I can edit what is in here to suit what I want to do. You can also open an existing Word document. What you have to do is go to the backstage view, click on open, and if you come here, you will see the files that I have already opened recently. If these are not the files you want to open, you can check whether your file is in OneDrive or is on your computer. So you come to the computer, and wherever your file is located, you look for it and you open it. So let me go to document and see if I can get. Okay, so any document at all that you have, let me go to desktop. So I have this, for instance, and I open it. So this is how to open an existing document. So if I'm done with the work I'm doing right now and I want to save it, I just click this, or as you can see, the shortcut is Ctrl S. So when you click it, it gives you an option of where you want to save it, either in your OneDrive or on your computer, or you can add a place where you want to save it. So I save it on my computer. I browse where I want to save it. I would like to save it on the desktop, and you choose the title for your document. I will maintain this, and I just click save. So if I close it, I can still come here and open it. So this is it, making an effective elevator page. Assuming you want to save this same file again but in a different location or with a different name, even on the same location, you can go to the backstage view, go to save as, browse the same location, and you can change the name and save it again. But if I want to maybe add something new to it, after adding, if I click save, it just saves it to the existing one. So that's how you save your work. If you want to share your work after saving with someone and the person is not having Microsoft Word on his computer, you can export it as a PDF document to the person, but this will only be in read-only mode. Or you can change the file type. Maybe the first person is using an old version of Microsoft Word, which is maybe 97 or 2003 of its Microsoft Word. You can change your document to suit the version that the person is using so that they can open the file that you have created. You can share your work to outside world, invite people to collaborate with you and do your work at the same time without keeping multiple copies. You can share by emailing, present online, or post to a blog. And this requires that you have internet connection to do that. So next we are looking at formatting text. We work with text all the time. And if you want to type, you just type from the keyboard. I know this is very common. You want to add spaces, you add spaces using the space button. If you make a mistake, you use the backspace to clean it. I already have an existing word here. So what I want to show you now is how to highlight a section of a document. Maybe you want to select the word have. So you drag and hold the mouse and you select the have. So you see that the word you have selected has a gray background. After selecting, you can copy or you can cut. Copy means you will keep what is here and create another copy somewhere, maybe here. When you right click, you can paste it. And you have paste options, keep source formatting, that you keep it as how you copied it. You can merge another formatting option with it, or you just copy the text only without any formatting. That is if you have applied any form of formatting here, it will not apply here. But normally we keep source formatting. I paste it. When I highlight this have and I cut it, it is gone from the original source here, and I can paste it somewhere different. So that's the difference between the copy and cut. Copy keeps the original word that you cut, but cut will remove it from the source and you have to paste it at a different place. You can also use shortcut on the keyboard. The shortcut for copy is Ctrl+C, and the shortcut for cut is Ctrl+X. When you want to paste, you can use the shortcut Ctrl+V. Sometimes you want to find certain kind of words in your document, and what you can do is to come to the find command here and you click on find. I already have inside my search, so it shows me wherever I can find have. If I change it to you, it will show me wherever I can find you, or your. It will show me wherever I can find your in my document. Assuming I want to replace this your with another word. Let's say that this your is wrong. I've used it wrongly and I want to replace it with another word. What I can do is go to the replace command here, and I'm finding your, but I want to replace it with maybe you. So if I go to replace all, I have replaced all the your with you. So this is how to use the find and replace. So assuming you are typing your work and you make a mistake, you have a 40-page work, you have made a mistake with a single maybe letter spelling, you can search for that one and replace it, all of them, with the correct spelling. How your work looks has a lot to do with the way you format your work. So formatting is very, very essential. So in manipulating the font, in the font group commands, we can do lots of manipulation here. If I select my title, better page, you realize that, note that if I select it, I have all that I find here. I can find some of them here when I select it, but I can work also from here. So you have variety of ways that you can work with it. I can increase my font to suit my work. I can change the font, select the one that suits me depending on what you are doing. I can change the color. If the colors here are not enough for you, you can't find your color, you can come here and select any of them. It depends on what you are doing. I can increase the font by using this also, or decrease it by using this. I can change from lowercase to uppercase. I can make it sentence case where it starts with a capital letter and it follows how sentences are made. I can make all of them a lowercase. I can make it uppercase. I can make it to capitalize each word at the beginning, or I can toggle, that's make it in an opposite direction. So these are various things that you can do. You can color the background of your text, give the background a color. You can choose to make it bold, italize it, or underline it. And what we are doing can apply to the rest of the document. You can do what we have done to the rest of the document here, depending on what you want to do. You can highlight portions of your work and choose to align them to the center, to the right, to the left, or you can justify them. Aligning to the left, you realize that you have a lot of spaces at your right. You can align them to the middle, where it shares equal spaces between right and left. You can align it to the right, where there's a lot of space at the left, or you can justify it to be equal. So these are few formatting tips that you can employ. So these are few formatting tips that you can employ. Here you see that we have the subscript and the superscript. So maybe if you are writing some scientific words, let's say the scientific word for water is H, the 2 has to be a subscript. So you click on the subscript and you write a 2. O is not a subscript, so you remove the subscript and you type the O. So that is how you use the subscript.